The 1979 United States $1 coin hides a legendary secret that many collectors still search for today. Rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade examples of this historic Susan B. Anthony dollar have sold for huge prices, turning ordinary-looking coins into true millionaire-making treasures. The 1979 $1 coin of the United States of America is historically important because it represents the first small-size U.S. dollar coin and the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, making it one of the most discussed and debated coins in modern American numismatic history. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P mint mark, which was also the first time a P appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. This dollar was introduced as part of the U.S. government's effort to replace the large, heavy Eisenhower dollar and reduce production costs while encouraging the public to adopt dollar coins instead of paper dollar bills. The coin is composed of a clad copper-nickel alloy, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, giving it a total weight of 8.1 grams, a diameter of 26.5 millimeters, and a reeded edge, closely resembling the quarter dollar in size and color, an issue that would later contribute to its commercial failure due to frequent confusion between the two coins. The obverse front of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, a prominent women's rights activist best known for her role in the women's suffrage movement, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparro, whose initials, FG, appear near the truncation of the bust, while the inscriptions include, "Liberty," at the top, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the year 1979 at the bottom. The reverse-back design was reused from the Apollo 11 commemorative Eisenhower dollar and depicts a bald eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch with the Earth visible in the background, symbolizing peace and the historic lunar landing, with inscriptions, "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and $1. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar had a massive mintage of over 360 million coins, making it extremely common in circulated condition, yet it remains significant because it marked a turning point in U.S. coinage design and policy. Despite high production numbers, the coin was widely unpopular with the public, primarily because it was too similar in size and appearance to the quarter dollar, leading to confusion in everyday transactions, vending machines, and cash handling, which caused many Americans to reject it in favor of the familiar dollar bill. As a result, large quantities of 1979 dollars went unused and were stored in government vaults for decades, later being released into circulation or sold to collectors. Within the 1979 issue, collectors pay special attention to different reverse varieties, most notably the wide rim, or near-date, variety and the narrow rim, or far-date variety, where the wide rim version shows the date positioned closer to the rim with thicker lettering around the edge. This wide rim variety is scarcer and significantly more valuable than the standard issue, making it one of the key collectibles of the Susan B. Anthony dollar series. In terms of value, a normal circulated 1979 dollar typically holds only face value, $1. While uncirculated examples can range from a few dollars depending on condition, but high-grade mint state Mississippi 67 or higher coins and confirmed wide-rim varieties can command much higher prices in the collector market, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars in exceptional condition. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar also played an important role in shaping future U.S. coin programs, as lessons learned from its failure directly influenced the later success of the Sacagawea dollar introduced in 2000, which featured a golden color and smoother edge to avoid confusion. Today, the 1979 dollar stands as a symbol of innovation, controversy, and transition in American coinage, representing both progress, through the honoring of Susan B. Anthony, and the challenges of changing long-standing public habits, making it a fascinating and educational piece for collectors, historians, and anyone interested in the evolution of United States currency. Next coin. The 1943p United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the Jefferson Wartime Silver Nickel, is one of the most historically important and collectible American coins ever produced because it reflects the economic, political, and military pressures of World War II, when the United States urgently needed strategic metals for weapons, ammunition, ships, and aircraft, forcing the U.S. Mint to temporarily change the composition of everyday coinage. Before 1942, Jefferson nickels were made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, but nickel was a critical war metal, so beginning mid-1942 and continuing through 1945, the Mint introduced a special alloy consisting of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese, making the 1943p nickel a unique silver-containing circulation coin that ordinary Americans used daily without always realizing it contained precious metal. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the large P mint mark above Monticello on the reverse, struck an enormous number of these coins, 271,165,000 pieces, to support wartime commerce. Yet despite this high mintage, the coin remains highly desirable because of its silver content, historical importance, and numerous collectible varieties. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1943, while the reverse depicts Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home, along with the inscriptions, "E Pluribus Unum," United States of America, and 5 cents, and most importantly the oversized mint mark that distinguishes wartime nickels from regular issues. These coins were often poorly struck due to rushed wartime production, leading to weak details on Monticello steps, which is why examples showing full steps FS on the reverse are extremely rare and valuable, sometimes selling for thousands to tens of thousands of dollars in high mint state grades. Over decades, many 1943p nickels developed natural toning, ranging from soft gray to vibrant blue, gold, and rainbow hues, further increasing their appeal among collectors. Condition plays a major role in value. Circulated examples may be worth $1.50 to $5 depending on silver prices, while uncirculated pieces can range from $10 to $100 plus, and top-graded specimens certified by PCGS or NGC in MS67 or higher with full steps can command premium auction prices. Collectors also search for errors and varieties, including off-center strikes, lamination errors, clipped planchettes, double dies, and repunched mint marks, all of which can dramatically increase value. Beyond money, the 1943p Jefferson nickel represents a powerful symbol of American sacrifice and adaptability, as even small coins were redesigned to help win the war, and millions of these nickels passed through the hands of soldiers, families, factory workers, and civilians supporting the war effort at home. Today, this coin is collected not only by numismatists but also by historians and investors who appreciate its blend of silver content, wartime history, patriotic symbolism, and long-term collectible value, making the 1943p 5-cent coin a true classic of U.S. numismatics and a must-have piece for anyone building a serious American coin collection. Next coin. The 1944 United States 1-cent coin, widely known as the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny, is one of the most historically rich and emotionally significant coins in American numismatics because it was struck during the final and most intense phase of World War II, a time when the entire U.S. economy, industry, and daily life were focused on supporting the war effort, and even the smallest coin reflected national sacrifice, innovation, and recovery. After the dramatic change in 1943, when pennies were made from zinc-coated steel to save copper for ammunition and military wiring, the U.S. Mint returned in 1944 to a copper-based composition, but not the pre-war formula, Instead, the 1944 cent was made from recycled copper shell casings collected from military training grounds and factories, giving the coin extraordinary symbolic value as bullets turned into money, a powerful reminder of America's industrial strength and patriotic unity. The standard composition of the 1944 cent is approximately 95% copper with 5% zinc, though trace elements from recycled brass are often present, and this unique wartime metallurgy is one reason collectors are deeply fascinated by this issue. The coin was struck at 3 mints, Philadelphia, No mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, with massive mintages reflecting heavy wartime circulation needs, including over 1.4 billion coins from Philadelphia, 430+ million from Denver, and 280+ million from San Francisco, making the 1944 cent common in general terms but extraordinarily diverse in condition, color, and collectible varieties. The obverse features the iconic right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1944, while the reverse displays the classic wheat ears design, symbolizing prosperity and agricultural strength, with the inscriptions, 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, a design that had been used since 1909 and would continue until 1958. What makes the 1944 cent truly legendary is the existence of rare transitional errors, most famously the 1944 steel cent, which occurred when leftover 1943 steel planchettes were accidentally struck with 1944 dies. These coins are among the rarest and most valuable U.S. cents ever discovered, with genuine examples selling for $100,000 to over $500,000 depending on condition and mint mark, making them a dream find for collectors worldwide. In addition to steel errors, collectors search for 1944 double dies, off-metal strikes, clipped planchettes, lamination errors, and repunched mint marks, all of which add depth and excitement to the series. Condition is a major factor in value, with circulated brown (BN) examples typically worth 10 cents to 50 cents, red-brown (RB) uncirculated coins ranging from $5 to $25, and fully red (road) mint state coins graded MS-65 or higher reaching $50 to several $100s, especially for Denver and San Francisco issues. The surface quality of 1944 cents varies widely because wartime production was rushed, often resulting in weak strikes, die cracks, and rough planchettes, which makes sharply struck, well-preserved examples especially desirable. Beyond monetary value, the 1944 Lincoln cent represents a deeply human story. It circulated in the hands of factory workers, soldiers' families, children buying candy, and citizens living under rationing, blackout drills, and wartime uncertainty, making it a small but powerful artifact of everyday American life during global conflict. Today, the 1944 1-cent coin is collected by beginners, advanced numismatists, historians, and investors alike, valued not only for its affordability and availability but also for its wartime symbolism, connection to recycled military materials, rare high-value error possibilities, and enduring place in U.S. history, ensuring that the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny remains one of the most beloved and meaningful coins ever produced by the United States Mint. The 1929 United States dime, officially known as the Mercury dime or the Winged Liberty Head dime, is one of the most iconic and historically significant coins in American numismatics, not only because of its elegant and artistic design by Adolph A. Weinman, but also because it was minted during a pivotal period in U.S. history, at the onset of the Great Depression, reflecting both the nation's cultural optimism of the 1920s and the sudden economic challenges that followed the stock market crash in October 1929. The obverse of the coin features the distinctive portrait of Liberty wearing a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1929, while the reverse displays a beautifully detailed fascicle of oak and olive branches symbolizing strength, independence, and peace, along with the inscriptions, United States of America, and 1 dime, representing Weinmann's masterful combination of symbolism and neoclassical design that continues to be admired by collectors and historians alike. This coin was struck at 3 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, with relatively high mintages for the Philadelphia Mint at approximately 63,300,000, the Denver Mint producing 7,800,000, and the San Francisco Mint striking 14 million, making the Denver issue the rarest of the three and the most sought after by collectors in higher grades. Although all 1929 Mercury dimes are considered important for their historical context, the 1929 dime is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, with a weight of 2.5 grams and a diameter of 17.9 millimeters, making it not only a piece of legal tender but also a small, tangible amount of precious metal during an era when silver coins played a significant role in daily commerce and personal savings, particularly at a time when the nation faced deflation, bank failures, and economic uncertainty. Collectors value this dime for its condition, luster, strike quality, and historical provenance, as coins circulated in the late 1920s often exhibit varying degrees of wear, ranging from smooth surfaces and faded details to coins that retain their original mint luster with sharp details on Liberty's winged cap and the branches on the reverse, which significantly affects their numismatic value. Rare varieties and errors exist for the 1929 Mercury dime, including repunched mint marks, die cracks, double dies, and off-center strikes, which, although uncommon, add a layer of complexity and excitement for specialized collectors seeking unique specimens for their collections. Condition grades play a major role in value. Circulated examples in good G4 to very fine VF30 range from a few dollars due to silver content, while extremely fine EF40 about uncirculated AU50 and mint state MS60 to Mississippi 67 coins can command significantly higher prices, with exceptional high-grade specimens reaching hundreds to thousands of dollars at auctions, especially for the Denver 1929D, which is particularly prized due to its lower mintage. The Mercury dime also has a rich historical significance beyond numismatic circles. It circulated in the hands of ordinary Americans during a transformative period marked by technological innovation, mass production, the rise of consumer culture in the Roaring Twenties, and the sudden onset of economic hardship after the 1929 crash, and these coins were used for everything from paying for groceries, streetcars, and movie tickets to being saved in small piggy banks, reflecting the social and economic fabric of early 20th century America. Over time, these dimes have also become treasured objects for historical research, educational displays, and investment purposes, as their silver content provides intrinsic value while their design and age offer cultural and artistic significance. The Mercury dime's combination of artistry, history, silver content, and collectible value ensures that the 1929 dime remains highly coveted among both novice and advanced numismatists, appealing to those who appreciate not only the aesthetic elegance of Weinmann's design but also the tangible connection it provides to a critical juncture in U.S. history, making it a quintessential example of American coinage that embodies liberty, resilience, and enduring historical legacy, and continues to be a cornerstone piece in coin collections, museum exhibits, and silver investment portfolios today.